Alrighty guys, going to be using the 7850. Yeah, that's what it's called. HD graphics card that I bought for $20 off a local guy. Going to be trying on several games, and then I'll just link them all together. So let's start off with the Forest. Alrighty, so just landing at the Forest. If you guys ever played this game, it is pretty visually pleasing for the most part, especially on higher end cards, but to show you guys, I actually am all on high settings. No frame rate limit, graphics, very high, full resolution, very far, ultra. Everything's pretty much set on high, and FPS is right here, top left hand corner, currently at 26. Now, definitely playable, like at least 30 frames is pretty much good to go. No, I forgot. I actually changed around all the controls. So anything over 30 frames is really honestly a playable thing, but yeah, this graphics card for being $20 is actually quite impressive, considering I'm running on high resolution. I'm not seeing any drops below 27, so it's pretty decent. Let's try changing some of this. The shadows, let's just turn these ultra low. And then 40. So I went from 27 to 40. You know what? It kind of looks a little bit cheesy. So let's turn this up to medium. Far shadows, let's turn that off. Sunshine, off. Rain, resolution. Quarter res, nah. Let's try half. That doesn't look terrible. Still getting 40 frames. See if there's anything else we can mess around with. Medium. Medium. Low. Let's just see how high we can actually get this thing to go. That's not too bad. Yeah, this actually will be a good test. Stare at this thing, see if we can watch it get better. Let's try full resolution textures. Ah, that looks much better, and we only lost out on like 6 frames, if even, more like 2. So we'll deem this game as being absolutely playable. Let's move on to the next. Alright, trying out Spell Break. All the settings are all set on Ultra with the same GPU. Getting 25 frames per second on all ultras, so I would deem it as playable. Try turning shadows off. So, it's not too bad. I was expecting a little bit higher FPS considering this game runs Fortnite, but I guess the graphics in this are actually a little bit higher. Oh, no way. But more than playable. Like, if you had a cheaper computer and a cheap processor, tossing this in would be fine. There is no way that my CPU would be needed because this game isn't, or this GPU isn't very strong, so you wouldn't really need a high CPU to make it run pretty well. You would at least want 4 threads, is all I would say. Any CPU with 4 threads would probably run pretty much similar. You don't want anything too weak. Ideally 4 threads, 4 cores, but some i3s would be able to push out some decent numbers. Trying out Rainbow Six Siege. Going to be doing a custom resolution. Everything on low, textures high, and then just going to be using the standard uh, 2 gigabytes of dedicated VRAM. Apply changes, yes. So let's see how she does. I'm using a controller. I'm not very good at this game. I've played it maybe like once or twice, and I have to be honest, I've been pretty bad. So rather than button mashing all the wrong buttons, ticking off my teammates, controllers are much easier. So far this GPU for being like 20 bucks, well, at least for me, has been really, really good. If you could find this thing for under 50, like, it's well worth it. Like, if you are just buying like a cheap computer and you're just throwing something together, or you manage to find a decent Dell with like a decent i5 or even an i7 with 8 gigabytes of RAM and a weak power supply, tossing this in versus paying the money for a 1050 Ti, like, this thing is holding its ground really, really well. Like, if I can get like 30 or 40 frames in this game, like, this thing is well worth it, considering I'm recording even using it, and I'm on a like full resolution, and every game I've played, I've never been like, wow, this is completely unplayable. The only thing I can't record on is Apex. Whenever I try to record it, it completely turns off.
We need to locate a bomb.
Like, my current FPS is 196. We'll see when we actually get in the game and get into a fight to see how good it is, but like, the visual appearance of this game isn't too shabby. I just don't want the card to steal.
10 seconds before insertion.
Where's my guy? I guess I died.
5 seconds before insertion.
I just don't want my computer to steal RAM
The diffuser has been recovered.
dedicated
You must
VRAM.
locate and defuse a bomb. No longer in your possession. You have located a bomb.
What killed me? I'm dying down here, Frank. Save me.
Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.